Well, viewers, welcome back to TOI Auto, and today we are chatting with Mr. Rakesh Srivastava, who is the Managing Director of Nissan Motors India. We have had a very interesting day with the all-new Nissan Magnite EZ Shift. And sir, first of all, welcome to our platform. And the first thing that I would like to know from you, and I'm sure our audience would also like to know, why the EZ Shift? Why an AMT when Nissan was already giving a manual and a CVT automatic?
Uh, Thank you, Amber, right? And good to see the progress you and the TOI Auto is making around.
Thank you so much,
Appreciate that. Uh, Nissan had launched this Nissan Magnite, the big, bold, beautiful, in December 2020. And we had a phenomenal success when we launched the product. The success came on the strength of the value proposition it presented to the customers. Uh, Almost 32,800 plus bookings when we had just a production capacity of almost around 1,500 per month. Many, I would say, is months or many years of bookings had come in the first month, largely on the strength of the value proposition. When we launched the Nissan Magnite, it came in largely in two transmissions, and that was manual as well as CVT, both end of the spectrum. And CVT is largely what we say is as aspirational convenience, because the challenging conditions that we have in the bigger cities in terms of driving, etc., right, the customer's preference is largely towards the CVT. And when we introduced this product, both of in the two transmissions, over a period of time, we also got a feedback from some of our customers in other cities as well, and also in the bigger cities, that there is also a need and a requirement or a want from the customers towards what we call it as accessible convenience. And this is where EZ Shift comes in from our side, which basically showcases one thing, that we listen to our customers. We listen to our customers and make changes in our product plan based on what the customer needs or wants.
So would you say that the requirement for an accessible automatic such as this has gone up very quickly recently, or has this been a constant feedback since the Magnite has launched from customers?
In India, the demand is very dynamic. If you look at it around, how it actually pans out, we experienced that in the volumes that we were doing almost around 20%, which was basically the CVT, which we say is as aspirational convenience. Over a period of time, in the industry, we found that the accessible convenience was also catching up, and the demand was also visible there. Towards catering to that demand, we felt that we have an option and we have the technology available with us, and that is where the introduction of EZ Shift comes in. We believe that this segment would contribute almost around 25 to 30% volumes of the overall sales, while growing the volume as such. So the volumes would grow, and in addition to that, the contributions would be also very sizable.
So you anticipate that 25 to 30% would be for the EZ Shift going ahead, and it would also increase the volume.
This is what the trend is currently in the industry, right? And we look forward towards balancing it out between the manual transmission, the what we call is the EZ Shift, which is basically is accessible convenience, and the CVT, which is basically is aspirational convenience. So there would be a fair balance, both put together. The accessible convenience and aspirational convenience, in our understanding, should totally come to a volume of almost around 50% contribution.
Great. I hope you are spot on your anticipation. So, what would you say that the Magnite, if I'm not wrong, I think already has 23 trims that is on offer, or something around that number.
When we launched the product at that point of time in December 2020, we launched it into multiple trims, almost around 22 trims. We had launched it around with multiple option packs. Our endeavor has been there is that every customer falls into a distinct bracket in terms of preferences, and we would like to actually address those brackets on customer basis, right, where they have a very specific requirements, and towards that we were able to curate almost what we call as is 22 variants, and that has been the success of Nissan Magnite, because when you launch a product like Nissan Magnite in a month like December, normally December is a month where even products which are on waiting period go on discounts.
Correct.
And there are very few manufacturers who have actually made attempts in terms of launching a product in the December month, and most of them have not succeeded, I would say. But I get to know, because having spent a good amount of years in the industry, this was one product that made, right, a huge success, stupendous success. The success came in the way the product was brought into the marketplace. One, very, very strong value proposition. Second, right, the range that it gave to the customers, manual transmission and CVT. It also brought in multiple options to the customers, 22 variants that we shared about it. In addition to that, on the value proposition, the kind of the aggressive pricing it had, right, which was able to actually give the customers an option for a hatchback customer, a sedan customer, or an SUV customer, breaking boundaries across body styles and making it the most aspirational product for them to own. That was the success story that created the success for this. So towards this, as the market has evolved, the product has moved, we have been catering to multiple customer preferences. We launched the Red Edition, it was followed with the Giza Edition. Currently now, we've just launched the Kuro Edition, the Nissan Magnite Kuro Edition. So the big, bold, beautiful comes in black now. Black is sharper, black is very, very aggressive, black is aspirational in India, and this is an option that comes in. And this is going to be available to the customers. They can test drive, they can be part of this happiness, and we look forward towards building it up.
That's great, sir. I would like to take you back to the layout of our 22 trims for a moment, and I would like to ask what variants and trims is the EZ Shift geared towards, and what are the reasons behind it? If I'm not wrong, it is only coming with the non-turbo engine variant, right?
Yes, because it has to be matched for performance, and this is what we would wanted to do it, because above a particular variant, the CVT options are available. As we said, we were catering to a segment, a customer base, which is looking forward towards accessible convenience, and this is where it fits in around. It comes in multiple variants, and it would start right from the entry variant of ours. And just like we surprised the market when we launched the Nissan Magnite on the value proposition with an aggressive pricing, I can say this is going to be a rocker, right? And it'll rock the entire industry.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.